Hi everyone. Yes, I know I'm off schedule this week, but it's for a great reason. We had like a bonus release and I had to share it with you all. It is from Connie Lines and Designs, so it's our rice papers, and they're so, oh my gosh, y'all, you know I had to pull these out and create with them. So let me go ahead and show you what we got, and then I've got a couple projects. So this is Wild Hair, and I have this in the multiples and in the full. And then we've got New Life, again in the multiples and the full. We have Moment of Happiness in the multiples and the full. And I love that this one sits horizontally. It's actually what I'm going to be using today. We've got Geranium of Love. Look at the music sheets behind that. This is good. This is good. And then this one is going to be in a video next week because I love him. This is Harry the Hare. So those are the ones that I got that I will be carrying. They are loaded up on the website now. You can go ahead and purchase. And let's get to our video. For project number 1, I'm using the multiple of Moment of Happiness, and I did paint the back of it with White Swan and let it dry. And then I'm going to paint this little mini toolbox. It's galvanized. I don't even know. I'm painting this with Monet's Garden from DIY Paint. And it's going to get 2 good coats of this, and then I'm going to let it dry thoroughly. Thank you for watching my channel, and welcome back if you have been here before, and welcome if you are new. My name is Sandra, and I'm the owner of Midwest Charm, and I specialize in repurposed, upcycled vintage home decor and furniture, as well as all of your DIY needs. I carry Debbie's Design Diary DIY paint, Sweet Pickins milk paint, Iron Orchid Designs, Roycycled Treasures, Connie Lines and Designs, and more. Everything is always linked below. All of our socials, everything like that. Our website, www.midwestcharm.co, is linked below as well. You can find all of our DIY products on there. And a list is linked below of all of the items I used in each of the projects today. DIY paint is clay-based and water-activated, so this will need to be sealed in before I am completely finished with it. Once the paint is completely on, I'm going to go ahead and move on to our little paper. I am using the water method for tearing the edges on this, and you're just using a paintbrush and some water and tracing along where you would like to tear this piece so it has an organic edge to it. Once that water is absorbed into this paper, it helps loosen those fibers and makes it very easy to tear and trim those edges. And I really do like using this method because it does give it that natural organic look to it. And I feel like I don't have to blend the colors into my piece so much. I can go ahead and place this on my little toolbox with no problem. And the reason that I painted it white on the back is because I'm going to be putting this on top of that green paint. And I really wanted the blue and the background color just to pop on this. And to do that, painting the white on the back keeps those colors bright. Normally you would paint white, like where you're going to place it. But because of how I'm tearing the edges, this is the easier way to do it. I'm going to go in with liquid patina and put a coat on the very top of this. Now, I go in with a little bit heavier coat than I would with a tissue style paper because this is rice paper and it's a little bit thicker. And then I'm going to place my middle down first instead of each edge. exactly where I want it, go over the top of that with a coat, and then I'm going to do the top, and then I'm going to do the bottom, making sure that all those little pieces are down and secured with the liquid patina, and then getting that coat on top to make sure all the fibers are down on the edges. This is such a quick and easy way to upcycle a piece, and this was literally 74 cents at the thrift store, and now it's an adorable little storage container. Make sure to hang out to the very end of this video to see all three of my projects today in their glory and finished and styled up. For project number 2, I am using Geranium of Love in the multiple and painting the back white. I picked up these little cutting boards at the thrift store not that long ago, and I'm going to go in with the DIY Cottage Color Veranda. It is a new color. It is pink. It is beautiful. One of my new faves. This is an all-in-one self-leveling. It is amazing. I highly recommend trying these paints if you haven't yet. But we're going to give this 2 coats of this paint. After the first coat, we're going to go ahead and let this dry completely. Go in with our second coat and let that dry completely. But while it's drying, we are going to go in on our little paper, the Geranium of Love, and we are going to use our wet method to tear the edges again. So using a little paintbrush and some water, I'm going to go around the edges where I want this to be separated and have that natural torn aged look. Once my cutting board has dried completely, I'm going to go in with some 180 sandpaper on my finger sander here and give it a really good sand. I want this to be really distressed, really worn looking and old, and I am shaking the whole camera. I am very sorry, you guys. I got to move my camera back to my second table again. Sorry about that. But I'm going to give this a really good scrub or sand, and then sand any of the paint that may have leaked onto the back as well. Like paint dripped down into the hole. You can see here I'm popping that out and then wiping that off. But I'm going to sand off any of the pink that's on the back, so that back is just the solid wood. Very simple and easy to get that off because it has not fully cured yet. Then I'm going to go in once I have done the front here, take a baby wipe and totally wipe off any of the remaining dust. And then I'm going to let that dry before we go ahead and apply our geranium paper. I place down where I want my paper to go, and I go ahead and I add some liquid patina to this piece. And then I smooth my paper out, making sure I'm getting all the bubbles out, and then add some more. And I'm going to actually put the liquid patina over the whole top so that the finish on it is the exact same on the whole top piece. And you see it kind of resituate because there was an air bubble. I move it, get that air bubble out, and then just reapply it. It's so easy to do. This stuff is so thick and so strong. It's very hard to tear it when you are working with it. And I'm going to give you a quick sneak peek before it's completely finished. Project 3 may just be my favorite one today. I am going to be using Wild Hair Don't Care for this project, and I am using the multiple. First, I am taking this old falling apart book. It's not that old, you guys. Don't be mad. It's just a Reader's Digest that the binding's coming off of. I'm going to give this one good coat of apothecary paint on all parts of this. The front, the seam, or the binding, and then the back. Then we're going to let this dry completely and seal it up with liquid patina. I may go back in still and add something to the binding of this book. I haven't really decided. I thought about putting a mold on here from one of the trimmings molds, and I just haven't decided how I want to finish it off yet. Watch till the very end to see what I did for this video, and I actually might leave it how I finished it. To apply our paper, I place it down where I want it to go. I add some liquid patina on here. Again, I use a little bit more than I would when I use my Recycled Treasures papers. And I am going to smooth this out on top. And I do spritz this one a little bit because it is a little bit bigger than the last one. And it actually didn't even need it. I don't think I used it on the rest of it. Didn't even need it. So I'm going to smooth that out and then finish applying the liquid patina. And I think I do lift it up at one point. I can't remember to resituate it. But what I finally do when it's completely dry, instead of sanding off the edges, I went with the liquid patina on the edges and then kind of folded each side down so that the paper wrapped over the edges and looked like part of the book binding. It turned out really good. A quick sneak peek of this piece, and then we're going to move on to our finished pieces, and I can't wait to share these three with you. So what did you think? Which one is your favorite? I'm not gonna lie. The bunny is most definitely my favorite of all of them. There's just something about his little face. I'm obsessed with him, not gonna lie. Same with the other bunny. Anyways, I have another video coming out with him next week. Anyways, you guys, so please like, subscribe, share, let me know which paper you are looking forward to seeing the most, playing with the most, what your favorite project was today, and hey, join us Saturday for our live that I'm doing with Backyard Brushes, where we send the other person something they don't know what they're getting, and we flip them live. We open them and flip them live. Last week or 2 weeks ago, it was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again and can't wait to get your guys' feedback on that. So we'll see you Saturday. Bye, everyone.